Hey there, guys. Back again with another great video. And I did like 3 videos today. This will be my last one for today. But this one's entitled Twitter, and caveat there, the limitation of using them. Okay, and I hate to even say that, but there are certain there's certain social media platforms that are better than others, and there are some that just you don't want to put too much energy into. And this is one. I had to be objective here because I want you guys to know what you're getting into. Twitter is one of the ones that I recommend that you don't spend a lot of time on. Why? Because as a mentor to you, I'm letting you know I hardly ever use it, and I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. But you gotta strategize your time and your resources, where to put your energy. If you have good energy, you want to make sure you connect it to other good energy. Okay, you don't want to take good energy and put it into a bad project that's negative and doesn't really have a way for you to really prosper and get anything out of the situation where you end up losing money and time. Okay. A while back, let me just talk about Twitter really quick, and I'm going to show you my Twitter account. I'm going to show you why you should not do it. Okay. I'm going to show you what I've done. I have about 21,000 Twitter followers, and I'm going to show you why I think you should stay away from it. If you still want to build your Twitter account, that's fine. But about 2 years ago, I'm going to look this up too and show it to you online, where Twitter had a major problem with their system, where they gutted. When I say gutted, they deleted millions of accounts. Some of these accounts were some of the celebrities. They were seeing millions of followers drop off. They were seeing their accounts banned and all that kind of stuff. And something happened where Twitter they were trying to build their program up, where they were trying to get more sales through advertising, all that. And the investors freaked when they had it was a glitch in the system. But what they were doing is that they were updating their algorithm, and their algorithm was trying to block out guys like me, like my company, where we're able to go on there and we can hire people from overseas and other companies to go on there and build your followers up to 200,000 followers, 300,000 followers, roughly quickly. We had ways of doing it. And how we did it was basically we found cheaper or inexpensive ways to do it, it was legal, but Twitter was upset about that because they wanted everybody to come to them and pay for their advertising, just like Facebook. So give you an example. If you wanted to get 100,000 eyeballs on your Twitter page, Twitter had a campaign where you pay them to advertise on at the top of their feed. You're talking $15,000, $20,000 to do this stuff. You have to pay per click or pay per campaign, how many views per campaign. And so you can come to me and say, hey, Jimmy, Twitter's charging me $15,000. I could do the same campaign for $2,000. It wasn't just me, it was other guys that could do it too. Twitter picked up on this, and they changed their algorithm to cut out middlemen guys like me, to save you guys money to build your platform, to make you more relevant. And it was a nightmare. Sorry about that. My computer did something weird there. So when they did that, it started deleting accounts instantly. I had guys calling me, some people that I knew, saying, man, what's going on with my accounts? I don't know. But it's not my fault. It's something Twitter's doing. And from that point on up till now, they haven't been the same since. I mean, you have people that have pretty big Twitter accounts that are still using it. Some of the celebrities are using it, and they're doing okay. But the smaller guys that come in, the people, you're not very famous, people don't know you, it's harder to build your page up to 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers. What would happen is we would build it up for you, and all of a sudden, wake up the next morning, 5,000. If we give you 10,000, 4,000 or 5,000 the next day would drop off. And before they had the glitch, we get to 10,000 and maybe 1,000 would drop off. I told you guys that 10 to 20% would drop off, but not 50%. And that's what was happening. And the investors that were involved with Twitter were very angry. They were upset with their investment, caused a whole bunch of mess. I'm not sure if they ever fixed the problem, but it was a mess for the investors, and they have not recovered from it. Okay? So that's what I'll tell you. Don't waste energy on the wrong platforms with social media. Focus on your strengths. Focus on the ones that are producing, and that will be right now YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'll focus on those 3. All right, but I'm going to show you my account just so you can see it. And this is a warning because I want to show you everything that's out there, but I want you to focus on what's going to be profitable for you. Just a heads up, so you educate yourself that Twitter is not. That's not it. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let's do this one more time here. Okay, Twitter coming in right. Hold on 1 second, guys. There we go. I'm uploading another video here. As you can see, my YouTube content is going crazy. All right, so this is my Instagram page, okay? And I haven't, as you can see, I don't really post a lot. When they started having all those problems, I stopped posting. Last time I posted, I have been with them since 2013, and I had roughly 60,000 followers, somewhere in there, 60 or 75, somewhere in there. And they dropped all the way down to 21,000 when they had that glitch, okay? And the last time I posted was in March. I don't waste a lot of time on it, but you know, it's good to have, just so you have a Twitter page when you start building and following people that follow you. You want to just say, hey, I got a page, okay? But I highly recommend don't focus on it. If you do, I would focus on doing retweets. As you can see, I didn't do any retweets or any of that stuff, or shares, or downloads. Not much, because again, everything else I'm doing is taking off. I just want to have this presence so when people go to it, they can see me. And you know, I'll link it to other pages like my, you know, the wisdomeconomicscoach.com. You click on that, it takes you to, you know, to this mastermind course you guys are looking at here. This is me and Charles Johnson with an interview there, okay? But that's the good thing about it. You can use it to bring traffic, you know, you can use it to redirect traffic in other places. That's what I did here, right? So, and again, go back if you want to, you know, get followers and likes and all of that. Here's a caution: whenever you get likes, not likes, pardon me. When you get followers, look for at least 50% of them to drop off when you put them on there. These guys will say they're permanent and all that, but they can't really control. They don't tell you that when you order, but they can't control the likes that fall off. I mean, the followers that fall off. They really can't. Take it from me. All right. So here's one of the guys that do it. You know, he's on Zerk. All right. They give you the organic likes, the retweets. I would focus on likes and retweets. You know, you can get 300 Twitter retweets for $5, guys. All right. 200 organic Twitter likes, high quality, $5. So these are real people, right? The followers, 2,000 followers. And that's another thing. When they start having glitches in the system, it's expensive to get followers now. I used to be able, a long time ago, I used to be able to get 20,000 followers for $10. Now it's 2,000 followers for $36. You see that? That's expensive. That's a little pricey, right? 500 followers, 200 likes. So this is right here for $20. That's a little pricey, guys. It's a lot. It is a lot. So, you know, but you know, this is another way for you to have just a presence online. I wouldn't focus on trying to build it and all that. You can put videos on your Twitter page, you can put comments and all that stuff and have people interact. And you never know. I mean, what I'm saying is, unless you're a celebrity where people, you know, you put your link out there and it goes viral and you start getting all these followers, I would not trust this method of focusing on having those people stay with you, because even though they're real folks, they drop. I don't know what's going on, and I think Twitter built their system to resist guys like me and the other guys that are, you know, we would say the smaller guys that can do it. I don't look at myself as a small person, but what I'm saying is it's a smaller market for me to go and say, hey, I can get you 20,000, you know, followers. I can't guarantee they'll stay. Whereas you contact Twitter themselves, and to get those 20, 30,000, it's going to cost you $5,000 or $10,000 to do that, to bring that traffic to you. And those people have to subscribe and stay there with you. Okay, sorry about that, guys. But that's basically all I want to show you. Just, again, out of all the videos I've made so far, this is the one I give you high caution on, Twitter. Again, if you have a following that's organic already, you're good. But when you start building the way I taught you how to build YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, it's totally different with Twitter. Twitter is just not what it used to be. I hate to even say that, but that's what you got to do, okay? Let me just stop the screen share here. So, with that being said, guys, again, this video was pretty short, but that's just a heads up. And I do have the 5th video coming up of this whole teaching with cryptocurrency. All right, I already have a video out on, you know, one of my cryptocurrency accounts with a company called Kraken.com. That's Kraken, Kraken.com, Kraken.com. They're good. A lot of people are using Robinhood and just a couple other good ones out there, but that's going to be another intense training where I talk about some of the tech stocks that I think, not tech stocks, pardon me, the cryptocurrency that I think are good. Right off the bat, Ethereum, you know, Ethereum's been solid. Litecoin and Bitcoin, of course. Dogecoin has something called Dogecoin 2.0, and I heard it shot up by 300% the other night. Well, I don't know how much it's going to stick, but there's a couple other good ones in there, and we'll just go over them and just tell you, what's the power of having them? Why do you want them? One of the things I'll tell you, I'll leave you with this, with the video I already created. It's good to have something because it protects you from inflation. Inflation is changing all the time. The dollar is not worth a dollar anymore. The dollar is, it's probably worth like 60, 70 cents now. But if you put that dollar into cryptocurrency and the Dogecoin rises, or Litecoin rises, or Ethereum rises, Bitcoin, all these, it's going to help you balance. It's going to help you balance with inflation. So if you put $1,000 in there over a year, it becomes $1,500. Then that helps you with inflation, because that's how fast inflation is going up. 10, 20%, sometimes 30% in a year. Well, if you put 1,000 and you make 50% on your money, you get the 1,000 back, you got another 500. That's 50% on your income. That's going to beat inflation. Those are the things we talk about. Okay, you can get rich with this too, depending on which ones you get into at the right time, pennies on the dollar and all that. But we're going to talk about that on the next video. Okay, it's been a delight to serve you guys. My life wouldn't be the same without you. You're winners, all of you. Okay. I'm praying for you and your families, praying for your safety from coronavirus or any other pestilence that's out there. Congratulations on making it this far. And in 2 weeks, we're going to have, 2 weeks, guys, we'll have an interim quiz. I'm going to email you the questions, answer them. We're going to do a one-on-one, okay? See you at the top on the next video. Bye-bye.